This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, in this session, I'm going to explain you about our environment and related things. Okay, we will see all the terminology part and technology related issues and the environment structure. Okay, the user interface related issues. Okay, everything we will see in this session. So first of all, this product we can only work with the this environment I have installed manually in my machine. So normally in real time this environment will be in cloud, Azure. Okay, so there are no on-premise versions are available. Only cloud version is available currently. Microsoft is only providing cloud version, which we can access through a dedicated URL given to the particular client. Completely the user interface kind of thing. Okay, development related things will be done at a client side only. Those things we will discuss how the development will be done at the client side and how it will be replicated in the live environment and all. We will discuss later point of time. So meanwhile, first let me explain you about our environment currently. So you guys already imported your user ID into the system, right, by using this tool, admin user provisioning tool. You have pasted your here and you submitted the ID, right? So
No.
Based on this ID, the administrator, we are creating administrator for this environment. We are creating admin account. Through that admin account, we need to log in the user interface. So here, to log in the user interface, I'm going to open the user interface here in the browser itself. You can use any browser, not a problem, like a Chrome, Internet Explorer, Firefox, anything, any browser is compatible. Okay, and here I have already given a URL like finance and operations will be there here. You just click on it. Sometimes you will get this kind of warning message or something like error message. Okay, your connection is not private. Okay, you just click on the advanced option, advanced button control. Here there is a proceed to in unsafe mode. Okay, because it is not a registered URL, right? So that is the reason the Chrome is restricting this URL to open the environment. So you just need to open it. It's a complete our issue, right? So no need to think about it. You just open it. Once you are logging, already if you are signed, okay, no system will not ask any user ID password. Okay, directly it will open the user interface. Suppose if you sign out, definitely when you click on the URL, it will redirect to the Outlook user ID and password. So whatever the user ID you have provided in admin user provisioning tool, the same user ID you need to submit, and in the next step you need to provide the password, so that you will enter into this environment. Okay, now you can see I have logged in with my user ID. Here you can see there is a this is my user ID. In right side top corner there is a AD is there, right? AD means here active directory. Okay, active directory. So one thing I need to tell you here, please don't change the passwords and any domain names and any computer name even. Okay, don't change it. If you change the passwords or domain name or user system name, computer name, definitely environment will be corrupt. Okay, drivers and all you can install, not a problem, and other related installations always welcome. Okay, you can do any kind of installations, not a problem. Okay, and don't upgrade the SQL Server version and don't upgrade the Visual Studio version, because already it is a pre-installed. Okay, in this environment already we have installed. Okay, don't update or don't install the next version of your SQL Server and the next version of your Visual Studio. Okay, those are all very important. Remaining things your wish, you can install anything and you can use it as you like. This system will work as a like a Windows 10 operating system. Okay, and this system, the good thing is it won't get a virus effect. It is a server, right? So it won't get affected immediate. casually. So now, before going to tell you that, first I need to tell you something. Suppose if the environment is not opening for you, okay, sometimes, okay, if you are unable to open the environment, so first you need to do one thing. Go to the date and time settings here. Okay, date and time settings. Here you just make it on, set a time automatically, keep it on. Okay, and this should be on mode. Okay, time zone should be this one only. Don't change to Indian time or your geographical time zone. Okay, don't change it. UTC 800 Pacific time only, US Canada. Okay, keep it this one only. So in my system, the current time is 9:05 p.m. and 16th date, but actually today is 17th in India. But I'm in my system. It is 16th. Today it's 17th actually. But of course, if I change the time zone, sometimes the environment will not open. Okay, because that environment I have taken as a backup of US environment system. Okay, so don't change the time zone and all, and set a time automatically. There is an option, right? You make it on. Okay, if the environment not opened, in that case you just do it. Okay, fine. Now let me open the environment here. So this is your front-end application. So here we are going to discussing about three things. One is user interface. Okay. Second one is a development environment, and third one is a database. So these are the three applications we need to discuss. In future also we will work on these three environments completely. So coming to the environment, in this environment, if you see, there are a lot of things we are going to see in here. There is a calendar system here. There is a there is a one heading is there, like Microsoft Dynamics 365 for finance and operations. Okay, and here it is the company name. That is the company name. We will discuss later point of time what is company here and all. There is a settings button, something like, and there is this is the Active Directory. If you want to sign out, you can, there is an option to sign out here from your application, and again you can sign in with another user ID, but that user ID has to submit as a admin user. Okay, you can create one more Outlook ID and password, and you can submit. You can submit and you can log in with that particular ID and password. And okay, see here, there is a three lines is there in the left side top corner. Okay, navigation pane. Um, if you click here, there are four sections. You can see favorites, recent, workspaces, and modules. Favorites in the sense, whatever the forms we will use frequently, those forms or anything you can make it as a favorite, so that easily we can access from here. Recent, whatever the objects we have opened recently in our application, all the objects will be resided here, like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I mean 10 objects. Suppose if you opened one object, I mean if you opened one form, that form automatically comes here. Okay, and the recent 10 objects we can access from here also. Okay, and workspaces in the sense, these are all workspaces. Let's see here, there is a bank management, there is a square box is there, right? See here. Okay, and benefits, see here, budget planning, see here, budget planning, something like, I mean, this workspace we can also called as a, this workspace is placed on the dashboard. Whatever you are seeing, the screen, we can call it as a dashboard, the main dashboard of the user interface. See, this application is not a demo version. Please understand. I mean, okay, this is a real-time environment version. I mean, whatever you are seeing, the same version will be available in real time also, but some little bit configurations will be different, but environment will be the same. I mean, the user interface, look and feel, options, everything everything will be same. And here, don't think that real-time environment will be different and this environment will be different. Both are same. Okay. And why this kind of dashboard is available? So the end user will access immediately whatever they want. So I mean, we can place some of the objects, some of the forms, or some of the functionalities. We can able to place it here and we can access here. For example, if I'm going to clicking on the bank management, when you click on the bank management, directly it will open from here. See here, this is the bank management related form. Okay, these are all tiles: all bank accounts, open bank reconciliation, all bank statements, import bank statement. These are all tiles. We can call it as a tile, T-I-L-E, tile. Okay, when you click on all bank accounts, it will open the all bank accounts form directly. See here. Okay, we will discuss all these things in later point of time. Just I'm giving some idea about the environment. So if I click some option, what will happen? So those things I'm explaining you in this session purely. Okay, go back to the navigation pane. So these are all workspaces. Workspace in the sense like a, combination of many functionalities. We can keep it in one area. See, when I click on the bank management here, how many things are there inside the bank management? There are four things, approximately four, or like see here. I can see the bank accounts. I can see the balance. Okay, I can see the related some information like reconciliations, all bank statements within a single click. I mean, inside the bank management, there are a lot of functionalities included, right? So this kind of development, we can call it as a workspace. Okay, suppose we are going to making some invoicing. Okay, so what we will do, when you I will keep one button called invoice. Okay, when you click on the invoice button, so from that invoice button to we will navigate to all the functionalities. Okay, and coming to the next thing, this is very important. This is only the heart of our environment modules. There are several modules you can see like accounts payable, accounts receivable, audit, workbench, budgeting, cash and bank management, cost accounting, cost management, like demo data, expense management, fixed assets, fleet management, general ledger, human resource management, inventory management, organization administration module, payroll, procurement and resourcing, and production control, retail, sales and marketing, service management, system administration, time and attendance, transportation management, and something like warehouse management. These are all predefined modules. I mean, in our Dynamics 365 finance and operations, Microsoft has given these modules. I mean, Microsoft developed these modules by default. By default, in a common environment, you will get all these modules, but the end user will not purchase all the modules, because each and every module has a individual cost. I mean, price related things. So this, for example, a client wants to do something like some functionality. So according to that, according to their business, they will purchase the modules. So everybody will not purchase all the modules. It is a costable, right? It is expense. So why I need to purchase all the modules? Suppose if I don't want like something like fleet management, here there is a module called fleet management. Suppose I'm running a retail sector, so why I need fleet management? Suppose I'm into the HR and HR management systems, why I need fleet management? So I don't want to purchase. Okay, so related to their business, clients will choose the modules. But anyway, we are the technical developers. So in any module we can work. So our development will not be will not point to the module wise. We are the technical developers. We can do anything in any module. So our development is not related to any specific module. Now coming to the explanation of the modules. Now, if you want to open this module, just click on here, accounts payable. When you click on here, it will open the accounts payable module information. These are all functionalities. These are all functionalities here. Okay, these are all functionalities. And here, accounts in the sense here we can imagine or we can think it as a money bucks. So I mean amount payable, the company will pay the amount to vendors, right? Because company will purchase the items, raw material, or take the services from the vendors. So accounts payable module contains the vendor information. You can see all vendors, vendor on hold, vendor on past dues, vendor groups. See everything related to vendor. See, coming to a business, client and vendor, right? I mean, customer and vendor. In between company, and one side we should maintain the vendors, one side we should maintain the customers. What exactly the company will do? Company will purchase the items from the vendors. I mean, raw material or whatever it is, and the company will manufacture the item, and after finished good, the company will purchase to the, I mean, company will sell to the customer. In between this process, we need to maintain all the things. So we required a dedicated application. That dedicated application should manage all the functionalities which is related to all the aspects of this kind of businesses, like buying and selling. So we required a dedicated environment in the sense only ERP can handle this kind of functionalities. Enterprise resource planning. This is purely ERP application. This application can manage each and every functionality, each and every department of the company, resources, everything we can manage here. Okay, so first, each and every section will be different. I mean, whatever the modules we are seeing here, each and every module having their own functionalities. I mean, accounts payable. In the accounts payable, the total information is related to vendors only. And coming to the accounts receivable, in this particular module, we will maintain the customer information. See, I told you business in the sense, okay, it is a triangle aspect. I mean, company, customer, and vendor. Okay, I'm a company right now. Okay, so in my view, in my point of view, I'm seeing this environment. So these are all vendors. Here I will maintain the vendor information. Here I will maintain the customer information. Okay, only vendor and customer information, but transactions, money related information, transport, everything we will maintain in the other modules. Okay, like budgeting. Coming to the budgeting, see, as a company, every year the profit or turnover, they will make some calculations, right? And they will, I mean, they in the sense here company. The company will make some budget. I mean, with their money. Okay, I mean, Coming to the budgeting, whatever the profit they are getting, from that profit they will distribute the some amount to the uh, uh, ads and product upgradation and machinery upgradation and any offers to the customers, like this, and they will distribute, they will manage all their things in the budget form. Okay, and coming to the next module, cash and bank management. As a company, of course, we have some cash transactions and bank transactions will be there. Company will maintain the current accounts. Suppose in India, definitely the companies will maintain the current accounts. I don't know in abroad what kind of accounts they will maintain. Okay, but in India, normally general people will maintain the saving account and the companies will maintain the current accounts. Okay, all the current accounts information we will maintain here. I mean transactions like deposits and any check payments and DD payments. Okay, like transaction statements, salary related statements, everything we will maintain here, bank statements and all. Okay, and so in this module, completely only cash related and bank related transactions will be there. And coming to the cost accounting, cost accounting, uh, just a second. I'm in the cost accounting module, suppose uh, we are manufacturing an item. Okay, so how we will decide the cost? Based on some parameters, right? Based on some parameters, we will decide the cost. So we will use some formulas. Based on some formulas, we will decide the cost, and the cost in the sense, so the exact expenditure of exact expenditure to make an item, that is called cost. Price is different. In price, it will include profit, but cost doesn't include profit. See, I have a laptop. To make a laptop, like $20, my expenditure is $20, so that is called cost. I will add $5 to the cost and I will make it as a price. So all these things will be maintained in this module to measure a particular item manufacturing related cost. In this module, we will maintain. See here, there is a currencies, exchange rate types, and here you can see formula related dimensions, parameters, and everything. Okay, and the next thing, expense management. Okay, I'm not going to explaining all the modules. Only there are only few important modules I'm explaining here. So coming to the expense management, in a company, day-to-day expenses will be there. All the day-to-day expenses, salary advances, petrol allowances, traveling, accommodation allowances, everything will be maintained in this module. Anything related to employees, daily expenses, company related daily expenses, all the details will be maintained in this module. Coming to the fixed assets, every company having their own fixed assets like buildings, furniture, machinery, vehicles, land, and shares. All this we can call it as a fixed assets. Okay, all the fixed assets information we will maintain here. Suppose if I purchased a machinery, so that we will maintain here. Suppose if the machinery got outdated, then we will make it in we will throw it in scrap, right? So those things also we will maintain here. All the things, whatever the company is purchasing for the company, all the things will be maintained in this particular fixed assets module. Coming to the fleet management somewhat a different module, and this is completely related to vehicles. As a company, um, I mean, normally if you observe something like cab services, people can also use this module. Fleet in the sense that is only fleeting trucks, vehicles, SUVs, and cars. Okay, like vehicle maintenance information and currently available vehicles, rented vehicles. Okay, all these things related to somewhat vehicles only. Okay, general ledger. It's very important module related to financial transactions. Related to financial transactions like income and expenditure of a company. Ledger in the sense like debit and credit. All the things will be maintained here. See here we have a trial balance. Okay, vouchers, encumbrances, transactions, and journals. Something like very tough module even this is. And coming to the next module, human resource management, HR management. In this module, a company employees information we will maintain here. All the employees information like contractors, workers, and permanent workers. Everything, every employee information, not only employee information, like all their related information like projects and time and attendance and courses, absence related information, departments and their positions, leaves and loans, etc., etc. Everything will be maintained here in this module, HR management. Next thing, inventory management. In this inventory management, we can see inventory in the sense items, right? Items. Suppose we have a manufacturing company. In that manufacturing company, we need to track all the items every day, so that all the details will be entered in this module to track all the items related information. Like see here, there is a shipments, transfer orders, arrival, picking. Okay, like output orders, movement, item arrival, item tracing, labels, everything. See here, shipment, receive, transfer order history, everything will be there here related to complete a product. The product information we will maintain here. And the one more important module called organization administration. Till now we have discussed about the business. Am I right? I mean, how to, what are, where exactly the customer's information will be maintained, and where exactly the vendor information will be maintained. All these things we have discussed, like business related, money related, and items related, assets related, everything we discussed. But in this module, organizational self information will be there. Organization core data, organization structure will be maintained in this module. This is not related to business. So organization standards, rules and regulations, and organization related configurations, okay, and setups, everything will be maintained in this particular organization administration. I mean, company self information. In this module, uh, no business involvement completely. No customers, no vendors, no items, no assets. Okay, only company information will be there. And there is a payroll. Of course, we are all know about payroll. Payroll in the sense, based on employee work and attendance, we will calculate the salary. To calculate the salary, the HR management, I mean HR people will make some analysis like they will see all the aspects like deductions and allowances, everything they will calculate, and they will decide, I mean they will calculate the salary finally. So in this module you can see all the uh, payroll, I mean payroll related activities like see pay statements, earning statements, benefits, and reports, taxes. Okay, everything will be there here. Coming to the next important module, like okay, sales and marketing. This module we can also called as a CRM, customer relationship management. In this module we will maintain a best relation with the customer, though that kind of information we will maintain here. So why we need customer information, especially why we have to maintain? Customer is very important to any business. Definitely we have to maintain customer information, because suppose we are launching a new product, I mean we so we need to intimate to the customer, right? So and so product has launched, and we just broadcasting our product, so that we need to maintain a best relation with the customer. So this module will help you to maintain a relation with the customers. In this module you can see there is a contacts, my contacts, prospects, leads, and opportunities, and quotations, something like uh, a transaction between the I mean conversation between the customer and the company. All the things will be tracked here. Okay, and coming to the service management, this service management is somewhat a different module. For example, uh, I have a laptop manufacturing company, but I don't have a service center. So what I need to do? I will give services to some outside vendors. Okay. So, or else, if you have a company, you are going to making the services to some another client, so that you can able to track all the information here. Service management in the sense, in this particular service management, there are no involvement of uh, no involvement of company transactions. Completely what exactly we have done to the service, a product service, all the information will be maintained here. Suppose I have a company, okay, but I will do service also. At this moment, this module will help you to save the data here. And coming to the next module, system administration module. Here, in all the modules, we can divide into, I mean, we can classify it into 3 sections: business modules like accounts payable, accounts receivable, budgeting, cash and bank management, and everything. Okay, all these are all a business module. Organization administration module, which is related to organizational self information. Okay, and the third one is organization, sorry, system administration module. In this module, we will maintain our product information. We are using to store all this data. Dynamics 365 application, right? Finance and operations. So we will maintain all the information of our product, Dynamics 365 product, about the licenses, about the license expiry things, database information, and user logs, and any batch processes and the security roles, something like email related configurations, and everything we will maintain here, which is related to administration part of our application. In this particular module, really no business involvement, no business data involvement in this module, and also uh, organization administration module. See, if client purchased 2 to 3 modules, along with that 2 to 3 modules, the client 101% has to take system administration module and organization administration module compulsory, because in system administration modules we have users, how many people has to access this application, all these things will be there. In organization administration module, we have to set up the company structure, right? So all these things will be there here, to creating the companies, okay, importing the data and all, okay, everything will be there here. So these modules, 2 modules like this one, organization administration module and system administration module, are compulsory modules for any client. The remaining modules are optional. Based on their business, they will choose. And come to the transportation management. Transportation management, which is related to transport. For example, I have a manufacturing of laptops, okay, laptop industry. So I will deliver it to my clients in different locations. Definitely, I need to use transport like vehicles. If you see, but vehicle information will not be included here. Okay, vehicle information, but vehicle related, I mean goods related information like loads, active loads, open loads, okay, shipment arrived or not, okay, open shipments, waived shipments, okay, driver check in check out, who has checked in and checked out, okay, appointment schedulings and everything, and like routes information to save the fuel or to save the time, and everything will be decided in this module. Everything will be preloaded here. After purchasing this module, what they will do, directly they will track the information and they will keep it here. Okay, and the last, there is a warehouse management. Warehouse management in the sense, see, every finished good item or any raw material, I will not kept it in the manufacturing area. What I will do, I will kept it in the warehouse. Finished goods, I will send to warehouse. Suppose a load came of raw material, what I need to do, I need to download in the manufacturing area, I will send to the warehouse. So all the warehouse related information, loads, active loads, and released loads, shipments, something like this is also something like a transportation management functionalities will be included here. Okay, so these are all modules of Dynamics 365 finance and operations. Now, okay, now come to the um, any module. See, I have opened accounts receivable module. Here you can see there is a expand all option, collapse all option. Collapse in the sense, it will, you can see like this. Expand means you can see like this, elaborated, all the functionalities will be elaborated directly. Okay, and this module, not only this module, every module having 3 kind of objects. All these are all objects. All customers, customer on hold, like remedy journal and COD outstanding, invoice journal, and customer turnover report, invoice. These are all, we can call it as an object. These objects are classified into three types: forms, dialog boxes, and reports. Everything we can call it as a object. Okay. These objects again classified into three types: forms, reports, and dialog boxes. I mean, in this area, in this dashboard, you are seeing forms, reports, dialog boxes. That's it. Only three types of objects will be there here in this particular section. Either forms will be there, dialog boxes will be there, reports will be there. Compulsory three items will be there here. But how can we identify it is a report, it is a form, it is a dialog box? For report, they will mention definitely, see here, order line, not invoice report. See customer turnover report, reimbursement report, customer report, like this. For report, they will mention ending a report name. Okay. See here, customer auditor report, customer base data report. For forms, you can see directly, these are all forms, like all customers, customer on hold. For reports, you can see uh, by the name, ending report name will be included. And for dialog boxes and forms, uh, they should not mention form and the dialog box at the ending. Okay, you just understand. See, all customers, when you open the object, then you can identify whether it is a form or whether it is a dialog box. Definitely, I will show you how the form look like and how the dialog box looks like. So then you can understand that one. Okay. And what I'm trying to say here, each and every module having three types of objects, like forms will be there, dialog boxes will be there, reports will be there. So coming to the forms, so what exactly forms here? Okay, let's open one form and I'll show you. Okay, for easy understanding purpose, I have opened human resource management module, and let me open let me change the company name so that you can see the data also. These are all companies list. This about this companies list we will discuss later point of time. I'm selecting USMF company. Okay, let me open human resource management employees. This is form. Form contains information. I mean data. All the forms look like something like Excel sheet. Okay, see here, something like Excel sheet, right? This one. This one we can call it as a grid. It is a technical word, grid. And here there is a button controls. There is a button controls here. Suppose I have selected a record. Okay, Malon record, Bill Malon. So all the button controls will work for this employee. For example, um, I want to enroll benefits for Bill Malone, so that I need to click here. I want to terminate Bill Malone. Okay, I want to see the name history. I want to see the bank accounts. I want to see the benefits. I want to see the image of the Bill Malone benefits. Okay, personal contacts, everything related to Bill Malone. Suppose if I selected Hicks, now everything works for Hicks right now. If I click here, Hicks will be terminated. If I click here, I can see the bank accounts of Hicks. If I click here, I can see the image of the Hicks. Based on selection of the record, the button controls will work. Okay, and this one we can call it as a action pane area. Action pane. We are doing actions, right? Termination is an action, and opening bank accounts is an action, and assignments, add assignments, edit assignments. These are all actions, right? We are doing something. So that's what all the things we kept it in the action pane. This is completely this area we can call it as an action pane. And here we have a filter control to filter the data in the grid control. Suppose I want to filter the 000046 number. Okay, this one is a personal number, right? Okay, I'm filtering here 000046. It is a personal number, so that I need to select personal number. If I select phone number, in phone number 000046 is not available, right? So I need to select for personal number, so that data will be filtered like this. It is predefined. It is predefined. It is inbuilt functionality. This filter control is inbuilt functionality. And the right side, we are seeing related information. This related information is completely like a quick information kind of thing. For example, I want to see the loans of Malone. When I click here, okay, there are no loans of Malone. Hicks, one loan is available. Okay, Portra, okay, no loans. Something like Starman, no loans. Something like this one. When you select a record, automatically the data will show here loads information. In the same way, you can see the skills. In the same way, you can see the goals. In the same way, you can see the current position of an employee who, for example, I have selected Bill Malone. See here, his number is 000068. Okay, which is position number. It is position number, not personal number. Okay, the position number is this one, and machine operator, and the job is machine operator, department operations, reported to Tony. Reported to Tony. He's Tony. Okay, and months in position, and remaining things are there here. Whatever the record we are selecting, everything works for that particular record only. See, forms stores the data, especially to create a record, to delete a record, to update a record. All the things we will do in the form itself. Okay, now coming to the next thing, and the next, what I have told you, dialog box. See, dialog box is a environment which is used to make some bulk operations. For example, I want to calculate 1,000 employees salaries. What I need to do, I don't want to calculate manually. If I am trying to calculate manually, it will take months of time. Then when I need to give the salaries to the employees, for calculating, if I'm taking this much of time, 2 or 3 months, when I have to give the salaries, so I want to make it in a single click. So that we need to develop a dialog box. In that dialog box, we will submit some parameters. When you click on OK button, then automatically salary will be calculated and posted in the tables itself directly. So the dialog box will be something like, I'll show you. See here, this is called dialog box. These are all parameters, date, and include contractors and everything these are all parameters. In the same way, we will also develop a dialog box with our own parameters. For example, if I want to calculate all the people's salaries, all the employee salaries, what I need to do in my dialog box, I will create from date to date, whether I need to include temporary employees, contractors, okay, and everything I will create as a parameters. And finally, I will enter the from date and to date, and I will include some parameters. When I click on OK button, automatically salary will be calculated. See, for this we need to write programming behind of this. It is not an easy task. We need to write business logic in OK button. When you click on OK button, system will execute some program. That program we need to write. So which parameters we need to consider, which tables we need to access, so that all the things will be written in the background of this dialog box. So to develop a dialog box, coding is must. For developing a form, no single line of code. To develop a form, previously I have shown you, right? Employee form. For that form development, the same, like no need to write a single line of code. Complete drag and drop. But this particular dialog box related, we need to write a code, definitely, because we need to execute our own business logic, our own requirement. Here there are a birthdays report. See, I have a employee table. Every employee birthday date will be available in the table itself, am I right? In the form or a table. I need to capture the employees who will fall under this date range. I need to fetch that employees and I will submit it to the report. That also we require to write a logic for everything, like to trigger the report, to execute something, bulk operations like salary calculation, or suppose I want to cancel all the pending invoices. Okay, so that everything comes under the dialog box related. For a dialog box, compulsory coding is required. Now, okay, report. Okay, we will open the same report, birthdays report. See, already it is placed in the birthdays report. We have opened this, right? So in the recent places, you can open this birthdays report. Okay, now I'm selecting some. Just click on OK button. Let's see the report, how it would be. You have seen the form, you have seen the dialog box, and now you are going to see the report. So this is report. From here, you can also export to PDF file, Word document, Excel, XML, CSV file, if whatever you want directly. No need to write extra code and all. Directly you can use. If you click on Excel, automatically it will export to Excel itself directly. It is a predefined configuration. Okay. Okay. Coming back to the user interface. Okay. So finally, in this user interface, we have three things will be there: forms, dialog boxes, and reports. Okay, let me show you some different forms so that you people can understand how the forms look like and all. For example, I have shown you employees form, right? And for example, there is a media types. A very simple form. Only two fields will be there. Two fields are there here: media type and description, something like. Very simple form. Suppose here I want to create a new media type. Here I can click on the new button. I can create a new media type. Okay. Here there is a delete button to delete the media type. After creating the record, you can click on the save button to save the record. This will done by the end users, not by the developers. Okay. Just we need to create this form. That is our role. Only we need to create this form, that's all. Data entry related things is not our responsibility or not our work. Okay, that is a simple kind of form. I'll show you one more form. just a second. Course types. Course types. See, as a employee, so need to learn courses, right? To upgrade their knowledge and all. So all the courses list will be there here. Okay, code of conduct, HRM, something like it is a default data. Don't think there is a new hire is a course name. Okay, just it is a record. That's it. For transactional purpose, Microsoft has given this kind of dummy data. Okay, so let us assume that this is something like a CRM course. This is something like a Dynamics 365 course, like Oracle course, database course, something like. Okay, when you select any something like HRM course, so when you select here, all the details like details of a HRM, details which is related to skills. I mean, what kind of skills required to learn HRM, something like, okay, what kind of certificates for HRM, what kind of a target, or who need to target. Okay, course description. I mean, HRM course description. Suppose if I select something like techniques course, technique course skills, techniques course details, technique course description, something like. Whatever the record we are selecting in the grid, this is also we can call it as a grid. This one. Okay. When you select a record in the grid, according to that, the other information will be reflected here. This is one kind of form structure. In future, we will learn how to develop all these forms. In coming classes, we will definitely learn all this forms development. And I just want to show you one more form structure that is called a parameter form. Here there is a human resources parameters. This is another style. I mean another pattern. Okay, when you select here in the, it is a tab pages. These are all tab pages. General is a tab page. Recruitment is a tab page. Compensation is a tab page. Okay, number sequence is a tab page. It is a tab pages. When you click on the tab page, it will open a page. Okay, it will open a page. I mean, a huge amount of data I can able to accommodate in a single form by using this kind of structure. This is called a parameter form. This parameter form has a story is there. I'll let you know that this is very important form in a module. I mean, like a father of the module. This parameter form we should think. I mean, we should treat as a father of a module, because everything, whatever we are doing, everything we need to contact with the parameter form every time, values and all. So that this is very important form. Every module having only one parameter form. Every module we have almost these modules are there. Each and every module will have one parameter form. Okay, so these are all which is related to user interface information.